Good afternoon, everybody, as the players from Wolves and Saints walk out onto the pitch here at Molineux with the flames flying high. Martini and Neves are going to drop like feathers every time they're touched, aren't they? But I like Aribo's physicality, and that's a poor clearance this time from Johnny. Now can Saints counter and take advantage of that ball inside? It's poor, and then Diallo plays a poor pass, and then it's slipped past him cleverly by Podence. Here come Wolves. Here comes Mateus. Out to his right, he's got Neto, it's dangerous. Johnny with the shot, and it's wide. That was a let-off for Saints. Just got panicky in the centre circle in the middle of the park. Ward-Prowse started the problem with his poor ball. Diallo then towed it to a Wolves player on halfway. But I'll tell you, that's 2 shots for Wolves in 4 minutes. Saints have got to be careful, they're attacking now. Oh, Adam Armstrong could have pulled the trigger. He tried again to go past one too many players. He cut inside off one man. Saints have got it back, they're on that far side, the left wing. Deflects nicely back to Armstrong. Now he's going to curl it, and he's wide. And that was the right thing to do, looking for the top corner. It just sat down nicely for him 20 yards out, but he couldn't get it inside the post. And I think if he had, Sarr was nowhere near it. As it's played in field by Walker-Peters. Another brilliant header, and then it's flicked on by Elyounoussi to Adams at the byline in the penalty area, back into Joe Aribo, half away by Wolves, and they get lucky. And it was just no room for Aribo to play the ball. The Wolves player then falls over. Mateus. Saints win it back, and Ibrahima Diallo has a rush of blood and tries to shoot from fully 30-odd yards out and smashes it into the clock end behind the goal that Sarr's in away to my right. Goal kick Wolves, but you can sense when Saints get on top, the mood changes quickly because they've waited a long time for a win, and this is what we wanted, Joe. Saints to get on top of them early.
When you play with 3 front players, you need to attack down the sides, and I think it's kind of a golden rule. Keep the ball central and let it out wide when you get high up on the pitch, and Saints have just done that.
And only that finds Ward-Prowse as well. So Walker-Peters, 3 yellow shirts around him, or gold, did very well to find Aribo. Terrific play, and he wants the return ball, and he gets it in the edge of the penalty area on the right. Low ball across the 6-yard area, came off the defender Collins, and the linesman says it's going to be a corner, and it's gone out. And if he hadn't got that block in, Nathan Collins, Adam Armstrong had a tap in. Corner Saints.
Oh, that's good play down there. Keep pressing Wolves. They didn't seem like they could get out. They kept giving it back to Ward-Prowse or Diallo, and when they get a ball, they put it back in with control. Though it's not like we put it in high or long. We put it in.
Ward-Prowse with an outswinger takes it, curls it out. Free header for Armel Bella-Kotchap, and when is he going to score? He's about 10 yards out, and nobody was marking him. He looks to the sky again. He had a great chance to poke one home from close range in the previous games, and now he's had a chance with a header. Had to just slightly behind him, in all fairness, Joe. Hard to get the power on it. Mateus lofts the ball back out to this near side again. They're looking to put Walker-Peters one-on-one without Nouri. He gets support from Martini, crosses to the far post. Crucial header from Salisu, because drifting in behind him was Mateus, unmarked by the way, Joe. No one tracked him. Here comes Johnny looking for a 1-2 with Mateus. He gets to the byline. Another good tackle in the penalty area. This time Mohamed Salisu. Corner Wolves this time.
Yeah, and going forward, Wolves look like a different team going forward. Back when it goes the other way, they look nervous. It's strange to watch them, but going forward, they are so quick.
Corner to Wolves out on the left, and Neto to whip it in, left-footed. Kalajic gets the header. The big man got up on his debut, but he couldn't direct it towards goal, and again it was just even a little bit too high for him as it tottered off his head and went wide. But there's the danger for Saints to notice.
Kalajic should have scored, actually. That is what he needs to. That's what he feeds off. That's what he's here to do, to head them in. And
oh, that's a terrible pass from Ruben Neves. He's found Elyounoussi on halfway. He's got Adams trying desperately to stay onside ahead of him. He's onside now, gives it back towards the Norwegian, but Neves gets back to make up for his own error. Showing Pedro Neto from earlier how to get back when he did the ball away.
Yeah, and Elyounoussi, Adams made a fantastic run on the left side of him, and he could have put him straight in because the gap was there.
I thought he was worried about him being offside though there.
Yeah, but in the first phase he wasn't offside, and when he wanted to play him, he was offside.
We're into 2 minutes of stoppage time here at Molineux. Down the right hand side, Walker-Peters plays it infield, and Elyounoussi almost got it to Adams. He's frustrated, and Saints still trying to press Wolves out of possession, but Neves will bring it away down the right. Now the game's slightly stretched. Neto has an underlapping run from Mateus, crosses it to the back post. He's free, Podence, and he scores. Podence. I presume he might have gone down too early, but Wolves take the lead. I thought the Irishman was going to save it, but he couldn't save it, and Daniel Podence gives
comes
in stoppage time at the end of the first half. It's his second in the season, and Saints are behind again. Wolves 1, Saints 0.
And it comes down. We have a good attack coming down the right side here, Adam. And Elenisa tries to play Adam Armstrong in and loses the ball, and it's a straight on counter-attack down the right side with Martinho. Comes down and crosses it. There's no one, because we are so far up the pitch, no one comes back, and Bella Kotschap seems to injure himself in the process, and Walker Peters is totally out of position. And
it's Mateus with that ball run down the right again. It's a clever finish from Podence.
Oh, very good finish. It's Mateus, yeah. Very quick counter-attack. But we were out of position there, Adam. That was the problem. We were totally exposed there.
Yeah, absolutely. Newcastle 0, Palace 0 at half-time. Nottingham Forest have a second against Bournemouth. Details to come. Adam Armstrong in the box for Saints on the left-hand side, trying to get back before the whistle goes for the interval. Crossed in by Perrault. Onto the head of Che Adams. He was too generous. Aribo lays it back toward Prowse. It's blocked by Collins. He didn't know much about it. That was goal-bound. And then the referee says that is half-time. Saints frustrated at the interval. They've gone behind to Daniel Podence's goal in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Walker Peters midway inside the Wolves half. Those Saints fans on the far side fairly static and glum. Their team need them. Can they inspire the fans to get up for them? Armstrong's cross brought down. Stuart Armstrong chips it down to Aribo. Tries to play it across. Sarr heads it and makes a mistake. And Saints have equalised. And it was as easy as you like for Che Adams. Oh, hang on. Hang on. The free kick's given. Ralph turns away. It looked like Sarr had just played it into his path with his palmed it to Adams 2 yards out.
He touches it with his hand when he heads it in.
Let's have a look. Che Adams, what have you done? Aribo's played it. He's crossed it. Sarr's made an absolute hash of it. And all Che Adams has to do is head it in, and he's headed it onto his hand.
He closes his eyes and he lands on his hand, Adam, and he goes in, and that's a clear handball. He's panicking a little bit. He's on the line.
Great play from Stuart Armstrong. Gets it to Genepo in the box on the left-hand side. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong jiggling around, trying to get a cross in. He might get a rebound back to himself. He does. Hangs it to the back post, and this time it's headed onto the crossbar by Che Adams, who can't score. 2 chances in 2 minutes. And Adams heads this one onto the crossbar. Wow. Saints at least trying to turn the heat up on Wolves.
Yeah, they are, and they're coming again, Adam. They are putting Wolves under pressure here. And
Wolves 1, Southampton 0 at Molineux on BBC Radio Solent Sport. That's the voice of former Saints Premier League midfielder Joe Tessam. Here comes Johnny. Johnny will shoot, and Johnny will shoot just wide. Bending away from the post. Bazunu went for it, but it was always drifting away. But it's actually the first one of the few shots Wolves have had for all their pressure and opportunities. And then Saints win it back. Adozi strong in the tackle, but good play from Mateus Nunes. And then he plays it out with a languid left boot out to the left wing. Sent down the wing on the outside is Neto. Driving run. Bella Kotschap too strong. And of course, he went down easily, did Guedes. He's drove him stronger than that. Like you said, sometimes the Portuguese players don't like it up them in the Premier League. They'll complain. And Adozi goes past another man. And that's a terrible tackle from Ruben Neves. He has to go into the book. That's an orange card.
That is definitely an orange card, and Adozi does so well there. He skips spot. He's back on his feet, which is good to see.
Yeah, but that was close to a red. He literally wiped him out.
He just took him out
at all.
Totally took him out on the. He goes past the first play and. Oh, that is a horrendous tackle.
To the Premier League, Samuel Adozi. Adozi back to Salisu. Needs to just wait for the chance now. Into Adozi now. He skips past one. Comes inside Neves. Plays a brilliant ball to Mara. Mara tries to shoot. That's great tracking and blocking from Kilman to stop him. But a great ball from Mara back to Adozi. And he didn't feel or hear Mateus coming back to get him. Now Sekou Mara wide on the left with Adozi, the two teenagers combining, and Adozi's gone round two. It's brilliant skill from Samuel Adozi. Tries to cross it, but no one there. Toe poked away. What a bit of skill Adozi showed then. What a talent he is. He sucks them in and slips it past them, and off he goes.
He is. He's a little bit unlucky because Che Adams fell awkwardly and was still down when he came through.
Not enough bodies for him to aim at either,
he had no one to play the ball to.
The changes they made have been effective for Wolves to get the balance of the game back in their favour, and that's it. Relief and happiness around Molineux because Wolves had their first win of the season. It's lucky 13 for them.